What's up, YouTube? It's Brian here, and today, as you guys can probably tell if you've been watching my channel for a long time, I'm back home. This is the house I was raised in, so I'm visiting my family back in Ohio, which is where I'm from. Anyway, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, this is gonna be kind of a different video for me. I never really thought I would make this video, but I guess I've had an experience in my life and have some opinions on some things in my life that I want to share, and just literally just only to just share because it's what I feel. And in this specific case, I had an experience with smoking weed that made me not want to smoke weed. And so this is just really kind of a crazy story that happened to me that I wanted to share just in case someone else out there either has had a similar experience or, you know, are trying to make decisions about what things they think are good for them in their life and stuff like that. So with that in mind, here is why I don't smoke weed. First, let me just say this. I grew up in Ohio, and growing up, smoking was not as common. Well, smoking weed wasn't as common as drinking was, in high school when people were going to parties and stuff. Yeah, sure, there were some kids I know that did it, but it was not as mainstream as it is now. And I really learned that when I went to California when I was 18 and saw how mainstream and popular smoking was in California versus Ohio. Now I feel like it's kind of popular everywhere, but at least in my, where I grew up, it wasn't as common. I didn't see as many people doing it as people probably see it happening now. And going along with that, I always felt like smoking was more frowned upon than drinking. So if you were gonna be social and I don't know, do something, if you were smoking weed, that was considered worse than drinking, which I don't think is true, but that's just how I feel people and parents looked at it. But anyway, I moved to California when I was 18, and eventually I tried it, and to be honest, it didn't really do much for me. I took a hit and I didn't really know what to do. I don't know. I've always been so just inexperienced at everything. I don't know. I don't even know how to use a lighter still. That's not even a joke. Or matches. I mean, I could do it, but it's just, I do it I can't do it. I don't know why I'm trying to even lie here. So I've always struggled with anxiety. I made a video about it a long time ago, but I've had an anxiety disorder since I was, I don't even know. I want to say second grade is when the first time I ever got diagnosed, and it started as a separation anxiety, but I've just always struggled with anxiety. And I know people use the term anxiety loosely, but I definitely struggle with anxiety, and I'm on medication for it. It's a different story. That's important to note because there was a time that I tried smoking out of a certain device, if you will, that was more than just a blunt or a joint. And so I smoked out of a gravity bong, which I had no idea what that was, but boy did I find out quickly. I don't want to get into the specifics of what it is, but let's just say it kind of makes the smoking even more intense. And I had the craziest trip of my life on it, okay? It was not a good trip. I couldn't stop laughing. I thought my heart was gonna explode. I was trying to meditate. My friend was making fun of me because he thought I was just messing around, but I wasn't. I was hot, I was cold, I was having all these really, really weird feelings and things that I can't even get into. I just didn't know what was happening. It freaked me out. And to be honest, it was just horrible. It was just a really horrible experience. So I woke up the next day and I was okay, thank God it's over. And I was wow, never doing that again. The problem was I started having panic attacks, all the time for months. It wouldn't happen every day, but there was always this just general anxiety going on that I was dealing with, and then I would have a panic attack in the middle of nowhere. I remember 2 days after, I was in a math class and I had a legit panic attack. I had to leave class, and I didn't know what to do. I thought I was dying, and obviously you would think that it would wear out of my system, but it really made me feel like something was wrong with me, and I was so paranoid all the time. It was the worst feeling, and I never felt so scared and so just horrific. I don't even know what I was afraid of, but I was afraid of it. And yeah, you can say well, maybe it just activated some other deeper issues I had, but still, since that moment, I never had panic attacks like I did after that. And it was just terrible, and it was not fun, and I struggled with it for a very long time. Now, you might be someone out there that smokes, and you might be making fun of me or whatever, that's fine, but I just feel for me, it didn't agree with me. You ever eat something that doesn't agree with your stomach? I kind of look at weed that way. It just doesn't agree with me. And I don't care if you smoke, if you don't, if you drink, or whatever you do. I feel you should do whatever's in your best interest, or whatever you believe is okay. And for me, it was just a matter of, wow, this sucks. I never want to feel this again, and I'm not gonna do this again. So I didn't, I stopped. And then the only other reason why I even furthered my belief that I didn't really want to smoke anything really was I've seen a lot of my friends who started off by just smoking weed, and regardless of what people tell me, I've seen friends become addicted to it and rely on it, and they still are good, great people, but they definitely do rely on it. And I've seen other friends who it led to something else, and I don't want to sound like a teacher here or whatever, but I've seen it. I've seen it happen, and I did not want it to happen to me. There were just more reasons on why I felt I shouldn't than there were that made me feel like I should, if that makes sense. And I do want to say, I'm not like a goody two-shoes. I don't want to try to pretend to be something that I'm not. I've tried it, and I've tried a lot of things, and if I'm going out, dancing on a Saturday night, I'm probably having some drinks in me. You can best believe that. I have a good friend named Jose Cuervo, and we get along a good time until I hang out with him too much, and then I hurt the next day. It's a different story. Everyone has their poison, everyone has their struggles. I just wanted to kind of share this experience to say, maybe you're someone out there like me that had a bad experience with something that maybe messed you up for a bit, or at least for a night, and it's not fun, and it might even make you consider not trying it if you haven't, because it's not for everyone. So, and if you're at an age where this isn't even relatable to you, remember this down the road, because maybe it will come in handy. And really, after I'm thinking about this story, I think my last point, if you will, that I wanted to make is, no matter what you choose to do in your life, choose things that are in your best interest or that you believe in, not because something's cool. I didn't try it because I thought it was cool. I guess I tried it because, I guess I did in the first place. Maybe I did. And then I found out it wasn't cool for me. So whatever you choose to do in your life, do it, make decisions that you believe are right for you. And not every decision is going to be the right one, but sometimes you gotta live and learn like I did, and boy did I learn, because I will not be doing that anytime soon. But anyway, there you guys have it. If you guys liked the video or found it interesting, or at least it sparked an interest in your mind, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts, questions, if you've had any experiences like this, and any other types of videos you guys would want to see. I just wanted to share this experience because it was a crazy experience. That's it. And yeah, if you haven't already, follow me on all my other social media accounts. They're just at Brian Redmon. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for new videos every single week. Until next time, keep it real, banana peels. I'll see you guys next video. Goodbye.